Bowers Game Corner presents Gen Con Video Bonanza 2014. Made possible by Billionaire Banshee, Guys, Games, and Beer, Dashing Inventor Games, creators of the Simple System role-playing game system, and Zonko, makers of Mobs, the t-shirts that turned life into an RPG.
Ahoy there, YouTube! We're back for our Gen Con Bonanza Blowout, which if you're enjoying, please be sure to check out the awesome sponsors down below. But right now, we are talking with Jason from Jasco Games, and we're going to be checking out Mega Man, the board game.
How's it going, everybody? So we're here to debut the new board for Mega Man the board game and a lot of our new approved sculpts from Capcom. So, sorry about that. I don't know if you can hear this talking. It's loud here. But anyway, so here's Mega Man the board game. This is our new board. We've got all the Robot Masters here displayed. You can see some of the approved sculpts from Capcom here. Right now, we are waiting on 3 more sculpts for approval out of the 29 plus that were back there created on Kickstarter. These are a little bit smaller than scale. Over on the left, on the right-hand side, you have almost close to actual scale on the 40mm scale. When the game comes out, these are going to be completely colored, pre-colored, not pre-painted, so you can still prime over it and paint over it, and you don't have to strip any models. The gameplay is really awesome. So just like the video game, you've got all the stages. You run through the stage. You'll go through, for instance, if you're playing Iceman, you'll go on the first part of Iceman's stage. You'll flip over a challenge for that stage. And then while you're jumping over the ice and, trying not to jump in a pit, everyone else at the table is going to be playing as Dr. Wily. So they're going to be throwing pangs at you or, any other enemies and trying to knock you into the pit and keep you from going forward. So the cool thing about this is no matter when you're playing on the game, it's always your turn. You have a hand of cards and you'll flip it over to the Dr. Wily side when it's not your turn. You flip it back to the Mega Man side when it's your turn. So you're never sitting around waiting for your turn. Once you get through the whole stage challenge, at the end you'll fight the Robot Master. If you defeat the Robot Master, you gain his powers, you level up. If you're the first one to beat the Robot Master, you get to take his miniature as a trophy. You can put this miniature back on the board at any time during the game to do a special effect to everyone else on the table. So it'll set them back. While you have the trophy, no one else can gain the trophy either. So until you put it back, it's free game.
I was curious. So you mentioned that you had to approve everything by Capcom. I'm assuming that's because of the license. How does that work out? You just send it to them, and they have to make sure it's up to snuff?
It's a pretty intensive process. So Capcom's very protective of Mega Man. It's one of their oldest and most recognizable characters. So through the approval process, we'll send in sculpts, and they'll say, we need the finger to move like 2 degrees. And, go ahead and change that. And, it's crazy because we're trying to explain to them these miniatures are this big. They're 40mm. And they're like, we don't care. Pretend like it's a 40-foot statue. And we're cool with that because what that does is the sculpts end up looking outstanding every time they're done. So we have 3 more left to do on approvals. Once that happens, it goes to color approval, which is a really fast approval for the most part. And then it's going to print. So we expect the final 3 miniatures to be approved in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And then we'll send it out to print and hope to get it here in January or February.
All right. And is there a website that we can steer people towards for Jasco Games in general?
Yeah, go to jascogames.com, or you can go to Facebook/Mega Man the Board Game and check it out.
All right, very, very cool. That's Mega Man the board game from Jasco Games. If you're enjoying this awesome Gen Con coverage, be sure to click the subscribe link below. Thanks for your time, YouTube.
Bowers Game Corner presents Gen Con Video Bonanza 2014. Made possible by Billionaire Banshee, Guys, Games, and Beer, Dashing Inventor Games, creators of the Simple System role-playing game system, and Zonko, makers of Mobs, the t-shirts that turned life into an RPG.